We know well in the West of the incredible amount of suffering that the Russian people endured during World War II. And I would just like to ask Mr. Dugin to help us understand where this great capacity for suffering comes from.
So, from the point of view of the liberal anthropology, expressed, for example, in Jeremiah Bentham, the human being naturally avoids suffering. But it is maybe Anglo-Saxon human being avoids necessary suffering. But in the Christian culture, in Russian culture, Russian people is very deeply Christian. Suffering is a kind of the way of the salvation of the soul. So for us, suffering for the right cause is a kind of the dignity and the form of to accept human destiny, because the life is suffering. So for us, sanctions against us only consolidate our society, because we feel that we are suffering not for the stupidity or weakness of our president or our government, but we are suffering for defending right cause against any temptation to impose on us some foreign will, some set of values that we refuse. So for us, it is a kind of sacred suffering. And I think that sanctions help to our society to come to return to our sources. I see these sanctions very positively, because they help to us to rely upon our proper resources, upon our proper forces, to evaluate better our identity. And I agree with Mr. Krastev concerning the fragility of the Putin's rule in the absence of the institutions. So it is very, very dangerous to Putin to play this game he is now playing without institutional reforms. It is very true. But I think that he is obliged to create some institutions in order to confirm this course that he has resolutely chosen, in order to affirm Russian sovereignty against this kind of imposition of foreign will that was in Ukraine. So we consider the pressure against us, against Russia, against Putin, against our economy, as a kind of very important existential proof. We are proving now to have dignity, to have sovereignty, and we are suffering for the right case. That is very, very interesting. That now I am in solidarity with our opponents in the West, and I would applaud more sanctions against Russia, because they help very much to us to return to our identity and to reaffirm our geopolitical independence and freedom.